So I'm back in the kitchen again, obviously. This is now day 2, meal 3. So this is dinner. Dinner's got no carbohydrates. It's basically your protein, steamed vegetables. You can actually have a couple different vegetables if you want. I'm actually doing sweet potato tots as well as some steamed vegetables and a little teeny tiny salad because I can't eat that much. A whole chicken breast is actually cut in half. Gentlemen, you would actually be able to eat that whole breast. Ladies, put half of that back in the refrigerator or the freezer. Do not eat the entire chicken breast because a woman's serving size of protein is actually 4 ounces. A gentleman can have anywhere from 8 to 12 depending upon how big he is. And that doesn't mean, eat 2 chicken breasts. So what I'm doing is that I would love to barbecue, but it has snowed and rained and snowed today. So at 38 degrees outside, it actually feels warm for DC in the last couple days, but I'm not barbecuing at 38 degrees today. So I'm going to use the grill for my stove. It is where what I've done so that I can season the chicken first, let it sit for a few before I throw it on the grill. So I'll give you a hint so that the seasoning can actually get into the breast so you're not eating just plain chicken where after about 3 or 4 weeks you're sick of chicken. All kinds of different seasonings. I have a ton. So what I'm actually going to do, I love pepper. I'm going to pull the camera a little bit closer so you can actually see what I'm actually going to do here. So bear with me as I'm using my laptop instead of pulling out the regular cam. So, ground pepper, always. I don't ever do salt. I'm a little salt retentive. I'll hold a shitload of water if I do. I'm a California girl, so I've always got to have California seasoning, obviously. I love rosemary, basils, and stuff like that. So today I'm actually going to use with the rosemary added with the California blend. I like spicy stuff and barbecue type of stuff. So one of my girls actually used to be my fitness manager at the gym I just had worked at for the last 5 years. Gave me this for my birthday. So I'm actually going to use this, which is a Memphis blend barbecue mix. So what I'll do is what I did is I took the chicken breast and I scored it with a knife. I went 3 or 4 each way so that you actually kind of create these little crevices. So actually what I'll do is just go ahead. I pepper first. I love pepper, but I won't overdo it because then you don't really get to taste all the good stuff. Now the flip top, the California, kind of rub it in. Let it get up into. That was the whole reason why I scored the chicken, which of course I kind of got carried away with scoring. And this can be, again, if you don't like rosemary, you can use basil. You can use cilantro. I use freeze dried so that it doesn't go bad because I live by myself. Currently, don't want to throw a lot of cilantro out. And the East Coast definitely doesn't have cilantro like we have in California. So I took that Memphis barbecue and do just like they do down in Memphis. Go ahead and dig and push and really let it get in. Now what I'm going to do is let it sit for a few and then I'll come back and finish up where we're going to go ahead and we're going to grill. Okay, so I kind of cut away in between so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me cook my dinner in a 30-minute fashion, but about halfway through, that's when you're going to go ahead and turn that chicken, and you see, you got a good, that's the reason why you crust up a little bit here, and that is that Memphis barbecue seasoning that is giving it a really nice orangey color in there too from the paprika and all that good stuff. And again, I'm going to go ahead and put that right back over the top. I've actually started to steam the steamed vegetables, which again, it's actually a string bean medley, so it's got a little bit of corn in there. I don't normally like to eat corn at night because Some people, like myself, would consider corn along with carrots a carbohydrate because it's a little higher in sugar, um, and it will count a little bit different than beans or anything green. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around so that you can actually see where I'm at with the salad. So I'm not doing anything major on a salad today. So again, that's why I said it's only a little bit, barely even 3/4 of a cup of salad mix. Now the salad dressing that I'm actually going to make, I don't normally do a ton of salad dressings when I'm on a diet. So what I'm using is I'm using the key lime juice, the dipping seasoning, and again, like I said, a lot of olive oils and balsamics will always have some infused flavor. I don't just like just plain old olive oil. My grandmother would shit. But this one here is a chipotle infused olive oil. What I did is that there's going to be about 2 tablespoons of the lime juice. I've used about 5 or 6 grinds of the dipping sauce seasoning, along with the oils, probably about, I think I used about 1/4 of a tablespoon, definitely no more than a half a tablespoon of oil on my salad, because again, this is the last major meal of the day except for a shake that we'll follow up with later on in a couple hours. So what I'll do is I'll take you right back over to the stove, and we're going to let the chicken cook a little bit before I take you back in and show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so I'm going to flip it a little bit just to double check, but the chicken's pretty much done. You see it's still really, really moist, and you can see where all of that juice and fat has cooked away from the chicken, which is exactly what you want to do. If you're not using a boneless chicken breast, but you're using some sort of other chicken, then you want to make sure that you do is that you can actually boil the chicken just for a few minutes, like kind of blanch it, peel the skin off, and cook it without that skin so that you don't have the fat that's in the chicken if you're not buying the boneless. But definitely do the boneless, skinless chicken breast if you want just straight protein. Otherwise, again, with all the fat is really in the skin. So I'm going to turn that heat off, and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to plate. Yeah, I have friends in the restaurant business. My bad. Okay, so the chicken, and again, we're going to go ahead and I almost forgot where my spoon was. I normally steam my vegetables, especially when I'm on a diet, but I was kind of doing the lazy way today. So this can be an unlimited amount of portions, but trust me, I can't eat that much, especially right now while I'm cutting down. It'll be pretty much, I try to do about a cup. So I'm going to go ahead and finish plating, and then if you take a look at my Instagram, the finished product will definitely be there as well, but I'll show you when I plate it. Okay, so there's the finished plate. Needless to say, a lot of people don't like to do sweet potatoes at night. I don't mind because I really don't go to bed until about 11 o'clock at night, but I do like Michael Thuman, an old friend of mine, rest in peace, used to always just give you about a half of a sweet potato and an egg for breakfast in the morning. That was it too. So I'll take the sweet potato at night. But again, this whole plate for a woman's serving, this is under 450 calories. So bon appetit.